passion and dignity. Circle of Friends in-home healthcare, locally owned and voted best home healthcare in Northeast Nebraska, providing care that feels like family for over 15 years.
NCN's mission is to support all Nebraska communities, no matter how small or how far away. Parades, festivals, award shows. See the best of Nebraska right here on NCN.
Don't you hate that dirty old hose? It kinks, splits, and it always leaks. And it's way too heavy to carry around. It's time to get the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead. Just turn on the water and watch it grow to a full-size hose. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the new Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees. Just connect to the spigot and watch it pivot. And when you turn off the water, away it goes, shrinking back to a pocket-size hose. And it makes it easy to carry and put away. Call or go online now to get the super light 25-foot Pocket Hose Copperhead today for only $29.99. Order right now and get our 10-pattern thumb drive spray nozzle free. Simply use your thumb to turn it on or off. There is a strict limit of 3 per order, so don't wait. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-284-0197 or visit getcopperhead.com. So call 1-800-284-0197 or visit getcopperhead.com. Order now.
Hey, my name's Brandon Axmit, and I am the Director of Sports Content for News Channel Nebraska.
Runs through 2 tackles and finds the end zone.
I have to keep an eye on all of the high schools across the state. I have to know the pulse of the sport and understand which teams are going to be good, where the top players are, knowing who's that 4-star athlete, that 5-star athlete, who's committed to the Huskers or who's going D1. It could be 11-man football down to 6-man. It could be softball, volleyball, basketball.
Another is presented by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Teammates Mentoring. Teammates Mentoring invites you to join the team, be a mentor. Learn more at teammates.org. And by Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith.
Home sweet home for the Wayne State Wildcats as they kick off their home opener tonight against the Augustana Vikings. Thanks for joining us here today on News Channel Nebraska. 10 games away from home, but finally here and ready to get this underway against a really tough battle in the NSIC. Thanks for joining us on NCN again. My name is Kalen Devin, joined by Quinn Otto, my buddy here today. Quinn, how are you, man?
Pretty good. I'm glad to have that headset back on.
The headset is on, and we are excited. Quinn, you were someone who attended Wayne State College, an alumni. What's it like being back?
Oh, it's great. I haven't been back in a little while, and, being back here in Rice Auditorium, able to call a game, it's pretty fun.
And not only that, but we get a Wayne State team that is always one of the most talented in not just the conference, but in the country. Currently ranked number 14. This is a team that lost a lot of star power a year ago, but now they're trying to rebuild, although it's not really rebuilding, it's retooling with some new stars, some younger faces, some freshmen and sophomore players that are from the state. For example, Lainey Cottle, Chloe Haniel, a couple players there who have been stars in the state of Nebraska. Maddie Camry, another freshman who is starting today. Shanity Robles. There's so many homegrown, talented players on this Wayne State roster.
Yeah, and it's really nice to see Wayne State continue their success and excellency this long. Coach Kneifels in his 21st season, and boy, the last few seasons have been pretty good. You can look at all the banners across from us.
I love the banners that they've got set up here. It's a storied program that's never yet won a national title, but Coach Scott Kneifel has this team in the right direction, and they've been a consistent face deep into the playoffs. So let's talk a little bit about Augustana this season. Head coach Jennifer Jacobs in her 9th season. They are 7-3, currently 8th in the NSIC, but this conference play just got started. 2-2 on the road this year. They are 5-1 on a neutral court. When it comes to Wayne State and Augustana, the last time that the Augies able to beat the Wildcats was in a 5-setter in the NSIC quarterfinals back in 2022. So it's been some time for Augustana to get a win over these Wildcats. That was also the last time that the Vikings were able to get a set over the Cats.
Yeah, the Wildcats swept them both times last season and looking to do the same tonight. And as you mentioned for Augustana, they don't want that to happen again. They want to get a win here. They've started the season on the road, neutral sites, just like Wayne State. So it's going to be a good one to see tonight.
Last time the Wildcats opened up at home a year ago, they took down Minot State and UMary, both in straight sets, 3-0 both those games. But the season didn't end the way that Wayne State wanted it to. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we get this matchup underway. Your starters for the Wildcats at libero, it's Anna Borer. You've also got Lainey Cottle, Chloe Haniel, Delaney Miller, Maddie Camry, Shanity Robles, and Molly Romano is your setter today. Was the setter as a freshman last year and was a star setting up some of these Cats swingers. As for the Vikings, Lucy Kogan, also Brooke Behrens, Maya Wente, Reagan Jansen, Alexis Nelson, and Sydney Timms will be some of those key players to watch. For us, though, we're really looking at, for Wayne State, Chloe Haniel, a sophomore middle hitter from Clarkson, Nebraska. I remember watching her in high school just a few years ago. Not only in volleyball, but in basketball, Chloe Haniel is a star on the court. She can do so much. She's played in every single match so far this season. 108 kills, and she's a top 20 hitter in the country in terms of percentage.
Yeah, she's hitting .396 on the season and is averaging 3.6 points per set.
As for Augustana, someone to watch out for is Maya Wente. In her 10 starts, 152 kills. She's got a percentage that's just as good, just a few points lower than Haniel at 390. But she's someone to watch today. 353 kills per set, also 44 blocks, and that leads the team as we are underway in Wayne, America. Good volley to get this thing started, going to the outside, big swing and a nice dig in the back row. That's Sydney Timms looking near side and set up by Robles now through the middle. That is down for a kill. The opener for Wayne State, it is Chloe Haniel.
Yeah, and that just looked like a little timing issue there for Augustana. They were there to receive the ball, but just unable to return it.
Haniel is someone who is going to get a lot of action today, especially in that front row. Augustana on the attack off the tip up front, and a nice center dump by Romano. Vikings play it well, and that goes into the net. An error on Ellie Walker. She was trying to boot it over, not able to get enough steam.
And that's one thing the Wildcats really like to take advantage of, is other teams' errors like that.
Wildcat serve is a good one. Nice dig in the back row. Again, that's Robles. Haniel again. Tip shot finds the floor. 3 straight points for the Cats to get things started.
That was almost in no man's land. I mean, Kylo Frankie, number 7, was the only one over there.
Reese Johnson continues her serve. Received well by Augustana. That's back down, and oh my goodness, Wayne State again. These Cats are all over the place. That time it's Maddie Camry.
Yeah, they're going on a streak here. That's 4 straight points to open up the first set.
Looking good. They've won 3 straight heading into this matchup today. Took down Missouri Western in 4, and then Minnesota Crookston and MSU Moorhead in straight sets. Big swing on the slide. Augies get their first point. It's Maya Wente.
You mentioned how the Wildcats opened up conference play. Augustana, they've started 1-1. They lost to MSU Moorhead in 5 sets, and then they swept Minnesota Crookston.
Romano to the outside, big swing, dug back row. That's Gabby Jones, and back missed it a little wide. Wente searching for another point, not quite able to get it that time, and 5-1 Wildcats.
Like you said, just wide in that near back corner here.
You can tell, though, that they're really looking to get Wente involved early in this first set. Good set tip shot. That is just barely outside.
I'm not sure if that was the width of my finger.
It was so close, and it's going to force a timeout for Jennifer Jacobs and Augustana. With that, a hot start for the Wayne State Wildcats, 6-1 in set 1. This is News Channel Nebraska.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear,
I got this.
from students pursuing their careers in nursing.
I got this.
Or in our business and industrial technology programs.
I got this.
Or in NCAA athletics.
You got this.
And especially at graduation.
I got this.
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
I'm so doing this.
get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Well, back-to-back missed attacks from Maya Wente and Reagan Jansen is the story as of late, but Wayne State comes out hot. They are in the lead 6-1 over Augustana in this NSIC battle, and it's truly one of the greatest volleyball conferences in the entire country.
Yeah, when I was in college, we always referred to it as a little Big Ten. I mean, same geographic area, same intense competition.
It is essentially the same kind of talent when you come and look at the teams in the NSIC. And another attack error near side. A good look, though, from Jansen, but that is her second of this opening set.
As you mentioned, Augustana really trying to get Jansen and Wente especially going early.
And a receive that doesn't quite fall off of Hoig in the best way possible. Now a flag and a point for Wayne State.
I believe that was 4 hits, or was it the pole?
We'll check the replay on that one. Now up to the near side. Big swing off the top of the net, and that drops. Vikings finally able to get one down.
Warner, the libero there, trying to reach out, just not quick enough.
And Reagan Jansen gets her first kill today. 8-2, a Wayne State lead in set one. There's Borner with the receive now outside Robles, and that's a strong swing. Knocks down the Vikings' Reagan Jansen.
Almost a collision there on the Augustana side.
This is a Wildcat team that is so young but so talented. They've got a lot of offensive firepower. And we mentioned this in the beginning, Quinn, but they lost so many players from a year ago, like Maggie Bramer, Taya Beller. They lost Brooklyn Kusler, just a couple players here and there that were really the keys for why this Wildcat team is always so talented.
Oh, yeah, a lot of big names on the Wildcats side. And now they got pro talent with Taya Beller.
And that's what I love about these two teams, and about this team here in Wayne, is that they're able to reload every single year. The recruiting is incredible. A tip shot from Robles falls. Good pancake attempt by Augustana. Really nice opportunity by Hoig, but not quite able to get there.
As you were saying, though, what Kneifel and his staff has been able to do at Wayne State, the consistency is amazing. Like I said earlier, 21 years. Quite a time.
That is consistency. Romano with the serve. Free ball back over, and it's a good opportunity. But now the Vikings, another chance to attack. Big swing, nice dig. That's Romano. Looking near side, and it gets back over. Yagi's managed to keep it alive. Romano through the middle, and a huge swing. Lainey Cottle on the board with her first kill.
Defensively, the Wildcats are just everywhere the ball is so far. Offensively, they've been able to find holes in that Viking defense.
One of my favorite things about these Scott Kneifel teams is right there. Doesn't work for Wayne State that time, but the middle hitters, the middle blockers, a player like Lainey Cottle, a player like Chloe Haniel, that is the bread and butter of Wayne State. 11-4, Wildcats in this opening set. Romano looks outside, big swing, nobody there. Smoked it.
Once again, just split two Vikings right in the middle there.
And it's Delaney Miller who picks up her first kill today. Miller is a freshman outside hitter from Ankeny, Iowa. Played in 9 matches so far this season. And it's Robles. Picks up the ace.
Augustana having a hard time trying to field the Wildcats offense.
First true home game for Wayne State this season. And Robles again. Back-to-back aces.
Wildcats looking to get out of this first set pretty quick here.
Shanity came in with 12 aces on the season, and that gives her the team high with back-to-back. She's up to 14 now. The serve-receive has not been the best for Augustana as of late. Looking outside, big swing, finds the floor once again. It's Romano that time, rather Chloe Haniel.
Wildcats are putting on an offensive clinic here, forcing another timeout.
We'll take one, too. Jennifer Jacobs calls this timeout as the Wildcats with a big 15-4 lead over the Aggies in set one on News Channel Nebraska.
One of the best things I do every week.
Anyone can be a mentor. It comes back to you tenfold.
She got to meet me, I'm pretty cool.
I'm glad I have a mentor.
People actually care about me.
What you're going to receive is way more than you're going to give.
Once you get involved in teammates, you're kind of hooked.
It's the absolute best.
It gives me goosebumps right now talking about it.
That says it all. Be a mentor.
Join the team.
Be a mentor.
Command the road with confidence in the 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With advanced towing tech, available hands-free driving assistance, and a bold design. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in-store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
The first of 4 home games for the Wayne State Wildcats over the next 8 days, and they are off to a hot start, leading Augustana 15-4. That time a tip shot falls for the Vikings, makes it 15-5. Finally able to get one back and stop the run just a little bit.
That looked like a little defensive miscommunication there from the Wildcats. Rare to see.
Lucy Belil able to get that down for the kill. Now Romano to the outside. Another big swing. Does it find the corner? It does not. I believe just missed.
Just over. Just over.
Cats thought they had it. Kneifel comes out.
We might get a review.
He's being handed the green card from Mike Gross. And they will not use it yet. Too early in the first set for Kneifel, I suppose. Near side swing, and that is in.
Like we saw earlier, just a little outside. That one's just a little inside.
The junior from Sioux Center, Reagan Jansen. This is her 11th start this season, 127 kills. And the serve goes wide. Hot start for the Cats. Augustana, though, out of the timeout, they're playing better. And that's what you want if you're head coach Jennifer Jacobs. You want to see improvement from your team. They're starting to clean things up a little bit. Obviously, you don't like the service error there. And the receive not great. We'll still have a look on the attack, and it will work. Cats not going to get there, although Borner with a nice effort.
Yeah, the hustle from the Cats was there, but Augustana, like you said, playing a lot better coming out of that timeout.
It's Reagan Jansen yet again as Sydney Timms stays beyond the line to serve. The senior from Sioux Falls. A lot of Sioux Falls players on this Augustana squad, and another one for the Vikings.
That was a really nice tip there at the net. I believe that was Wente.
Yeah, Maya Wente that time.
That's a smart, high IQ volleyball play.
Cats trying to find a rhythm again. Haniel off the fingers and out. Wayne State gets one back from Haniel.
Lot of power there.
Wayne State this season, 2 losses came in 4 sets each time. Trevica Nazarene and Point Loma. Outside, big swing off the block, and that's out. Point Augie.
Talk about power from the Wildcats. Augustana, the Vikings putting on some of their own.
Brooke Behrens that time, a senior middle blocker from Parker, South Dakota. As you'll see with most of the players on this roster for the Vikings, a lot of South Dakota natives. Romano looks outside again off the hands. Nice block from the Vikings, and then all out of sorts. Free ball, not quite there.
There we see the Vikings get a little bit out of whack.
Maddie Camry that time. One of these young stars for Wayne State. Excited to see the development. You see how good they are now, Quinn. See how good they're going to be in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I can only imagine what the growth will be. They're already 14th, and as you mentioned, it's a lot of underclassmen, and they're already number 14th in the nation. They're looking pretty good. If they can keep this up, the ceiling's pretty high.
Trying to raise that ranking here today as Reagan Jansen with the serve.
Good
tips
effort.
off the front of the net and just misses to the outside. I like the look up front, but not quite able to find it. It's Molly Romano.
Robles had a nice attempt to return it there. Just went Augustana's way.
The serve into the net by Reagan Jansen. The error will put the Wildcats on top 19-12 in this opening set.
That is one thing I've noticed about the NSIC as I've been covering it both through my collegiate career and even now watching it. There's a lot of service errors, surprisingly, for the amount of talent in the conference.
Big swing outside, off the block and out. Point Wildcats. It's Shenity Robles.
Wildcats are lucky they got the deflection to go out there. That was a nice block.
You mentioned those service errors. It's one of those things where if one team does it, it's almost like you get caught in a rhythm.
Yes, it catches
of
like
errors
fire.
Both ways, catches like fire. That's a great way to put it as Robles tries again, gets back over the net. Romano wants the assist and gets it to Laney Cottle.
Little slam dunk type move there.
Slid from the middle to the outside, able to puncture that block from the Vikings. Haniel with the serve again. Pass toward the right side. Good dig in the back row. Looking for Robles once more. Right back over the net. Ping-ponging its way through. Here's the tip shot. Finds the donut. It's another one for Laney Cottle.
You said donut, literally right in the ring of the entire Augie defense.
22-12 in set one. Cats starting to pick up that momentum again. Pass from Frankie to the right side, and Wayne State is there. Romano will look to Robles. Good dig. Keeps it alive. And a free ball. Cats can attack. Tries Robles again. Nice dig once more. Walker steps right in front of it. Near side off the hands and down for a kill. It's Lucy Belil.
That was probably the best volley Augustana has had all night of the first set, of course. They played pretty good defense. They were able to return the ball, and they ended up with the point in the end.
And the libero, Ellie Walker, saw the swing from Robles. She was understanding what the Wildcats were starting to do. Was able to make that defensive play. Free ball, Jansen. Romano tries again. Blocked! Oh, my goodness! Set up big time. Sydney Timms.
Timms getting up there for that block.
22-14. A little fight left in the Vikings in set one. Credit Kaya Frankie also in on that big block. Outside, Robles off the fingers. It's back row Jansen. Near side tip shot, good play. Wayne State. The dump goes back over, and it's Molly Romano.
That's just an unfortunate situation Augustana found themselves in. Kind of a little hot potato situation, if you will.
One of my favorite plays. It's so cheeky, but it works so well. If you're a good setter, you pull out that dump maybe once or twice a set, and it can work out so well.
There we have another service error again.
23-15 with the service error by Molly Romano. Puts Frankie back beyond the line. NSIC All-Academic Team. Kaya Frankie, and there's the fire. Started by Romano, continued by Frankie. It's back-to-back service errors. Set point for the Wildcats, though. Shanity Robles will try to end set one in style. She's already got 2 aces this set, and blocked! What a way to end it for the Cats in the opening set. Maddie Camry sets up a wall, sends it back, and Wayne State wins an opening set 25-15 over Augustana. We'll stick with us because we've got some more volleyball coming up next. Set 2 between Augustana and Wayne State coming your way on News Channel Nebraska.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Price, Scott Coleman, or Brandon Rookie. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
Everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Well, a wonderful start for the Wayne State Wildcats. They dominated that opening set 25-15 over Augustana. They were looking good. Kaylin Devon hanging out with Quinn Otto here today on News Channel Nebraska from the Rice Auditorium. Quinn, thoughts on that first set?
Well, the Wildcats went on the offensive attack right away. They got a little bit streaky. Their defense was pretty solid for the most part through that first set. The Vikings, they showed some heart. They were down big early on, but they came back, came within 10. It just didn't go their way, and now they're looking to turn things back.
A .312 hitting percentage to open things up for Wayne State in that first set, but the Vikings hit 192, so it wasn't too bad either. They really did find some good ways to get things rolling on the offensive end. Here's the attack from Haniel, and she gets this set opened up with a kill.
You know, one thing we haven't mentioned about the Wildcats is the multi-headed attack that they are on both sides, offense and defense.
They've got so many players that can step up both ways. And there's the serve receive. Ellie Walker not quite able to receive it. And Anna Borner picks up the ace.
Kind of looked like it hit more of the forearm rather than the palms.
A 2-0 start. It was all Cats in the opening set. And right now, Augie put in a bit of a tough position. Romano looks outside. Big swing down for the kill. How about that one from Maddie Camry?
Yeah, Frankie just couldn't handle it. Came with a lot of heat right at her.
We mentioned Camry in the pregame. Again, one of those Nebraska homegrown players. She's swinging just under 200 this season as this error goes out by Borner. But Camry was someone who was a star in Minden, won multiple state titles, a 3-time All-State player, 106-6 in her high school career.
That's quite the record.
The Whippets were on fire with Maddie Camry. Augustana, the punch from Jansen. Wayne State is there. Looking outside again. Camry once more.
Camry started in all previous 10 games. Got the start tonight. Make that 11 for the freshman. She's showing why.
Mentioned her volleyball skills. She was also first-team All-State in basketball.
Dual threat athlete, if you will.
That's what I love about a lot of these volleyball, basketball players. A lot of them are really good at both. And so when it comes to playing college sports, it's almost like, which one do you choose?
Yeah, and it really helps with the cerebral part of both sports, you know. Volleyball, it's a game of angles. It's like chess. Basketball, it's non-stop motion.
There's always a good strategy to find out how to take advantage. How about that block? Couldn't quite find it, but I love it. Set up by Haniel, not able to direct it back into the Vikings side of the court.
Called it a game of angles, and there it is.
So all we needed to do, Quinn, is just study geometry, and we'll be good at volleyball?
Maybe. Maybe
might take some power like that
yeah.
from Jansen. Reagan Jansen steps up and smashes it down on the floor.
Robles tried to handle it, just couldn't get the dig.
Robles, one of those players that you mentioned, though, not only an offensive star, also really good playing that back line.
Very much indeed. She's got a lot of length, able to save it there for her teammates.
High school player at Norfolk Catholic. Now in her junior season, Cats can't quite get there, and it's a point for the Vikings, trailing just 5-4.
Yeah, they've really started to come back in this one. Still early on in set 2.
We talked about that hitting percentage. Wasn't too bad for the Vikings, although you can't do that. If you're trying to find a run, Claire Hoig sends it in the net. A 25-15 opening set win for Wayne State. This just skims off the top of the net. Big swing block. Frankie tries outside. Jansen has it denied once again.
Good dig there.
Back over the net. The joust goes back to the Wildcats. Good sliding dig, and will they say that's a touch by Haniel? Able to get it back down? It is. All right, we'll give her the block to come back down.
Reese Johnson with a really nice clutch dig there to keep it alive.
Reese Johnson, the redshirt junior from Denver, Iowa, played 2 years at Northern State, another NSIC competitor.
That was a laser.
A lot of steam on that one, and it finds itself just inside the line. Well, now both players holding the volleyball.
Oh,
look
boy.
at this.
I've never seen this.
Cats thought they had.
I thought the umpires ruled it Augustana. Yep. Oh, are we going to a timeout?
Now looks like we're going to challenge this one. They're calling tip, and we'll take a look at it. Now the line judge is coming to the middle here, so we will get the review. Kneifel wants the green card to check it, asking for the tip. Because you're right, Gwen, it did hit the floor. It was in. At least that's what we're thinking. We'll check it again. Right now the score 7-5 Wayne State.
I don't know if volleyball has indisputable evidence, but not saying that play was indisputable, but from up here, it did look like inside. And like I said, I could have sworn the umps ruled it Augustana's point. but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll double check that line. So from the angles, doesn't really look like it hits a Wayne State hand, and if that's the case and it landed out, it would be point Wildcats. We'll see. The officials almost finished up. It stays point Augustana. Challenge does not work for Kneifel.
Home crowd does not like that call, of course.
You never do.
Never.
You're part of the home crowd. Wayne State 7, Augustana 5 in the second set. First one won by the Cats, 25-15. Reagan Jansen sends it over, and that is the service error.
That's the one thing Augustana does not want to do. Once they start building momentum, they got to keep it. Can't have any of these service errors.
Against the team like Wayne State, you need to try to find a way to consistently build a run. Outside, it's too high. Balil tried to reach up and get it. Mistimed her jump, but not quite able to get there.
Yeah, like you said, again, any team in the NSIC, you got to have a pretty clean game if you want to hang tough.
Nice pass to the backside. Frankie tries again on the dish out to Maya Wente, and Wente able to put it down.
I almost thought the Wildcat, I missed what number it was, but I almost thought they didn't get a hand on it for a second.
Serve up front, Romano sets it up on a platter for Shanity Robles, feasting on it and grabs another kill.
Hit 3 different Vikings on the way out the back court.
Robles gets her 5th kill there. Just behind Maddie Camry for the lead. Outside swing, Jansen, nice diving dig off the net. Cottle can't quite keep it up. That's a tough one. Tough play to keep alive.
Yeah, the spacing of that one was just a little too close to the net. Ended up going under it. Not what you want.
10-7 Wayne State. 3-point lead over the Augustana Vikings. Romano wants Robles again. She's searching for her 6th kill and gets it.
Just short of crossing the net there for the Augustana return. Wildcats looking to get back on a streak here.
And that did kind of put it in no man's land where it wasn't strong enough to get back over and wasn't able to come back the other way, and they will call pull that time. Point Wildcats.
Yeah, once again, just a game of angles. They were trying to get the ball back over the net, ended up taking the wrong angle, hit the pull.
Sydney Timms not quite able to keep it up. Good pass and a good feed to keep it alive. Wildcats searching. That is Delaney Miller now back over to the Vikings. Outside swing near or far side. It hangs on that line and stays in play for Lucy Balil.
Bit of a coffin corner over there. It's such a hard place to keep in mind. You tend to forget about it when you're moving all around all the time. And it's just sometimes a wide open spot.
It depends on where the defense is at, because sometimes you try to stop that cross court. If you go near side, it can work really well. Nice tip shot. Sydney Timms
taking advantage of Delaney Miller seeming to lose control there mid-hit almost.
Sydney Timms from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, won 3 straight state titles on her high school team at Sioux Falls.
Another service error for the Vikings.
13-9. First home opener, or first home game of the season, the home opener for the Wildcats. Near side dig, not quite there by Robles. Gave it a good look. Not able to keep it up.
just about a half step behind on that. If she would have moved just a little bit quicker, she could have had a chance. But yeah, like he said, just not quite enough.
Brooke Behrens was the one who got the kill, and now a service error will give the Wildcats another point, 14-10. We've seen a lot of those today.
Augustana coming out in the second set a lot more competitive. The fire is there. You can see it. They're playing a lot better. The score's a lot closer. Just got to clean up those service errors.
7 of them for the Vikings today compared to just 2 for the Wildcats. Romano near side, comes up in the middle to Chloe Haniel.
Really smart move there by Haniel, getting it into the middle of the Viking defense, forcing a timeout here.
15-10, Wayne State with the lead over Augustana. Can the Vikings force a rally at the end of set 2? We'll find out coming up next. This is News Channel Nebraska.
Whether you're rolling up in a semi, pulling a horse trailer, heading to the lake with your boat, or just cruising in a car or motorcycle, Speedy Mart is your stop. Fuel up fast, grab your favorite snacks, stretch out with plenty of parking, and step inside for a roomy store and friendly faces. And hey, teams love it before and after the game. Speedy Mart convenience stores, fueled for every road.
My name is Glenda Knightsky, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. 36 years ago, Fred hired me in Hoskins. Over the years, there's been a lot of great changes. Now I get to work with his sons, Jarvis and Aaron. I'm a customer engagement specialist. I'm there to greet the customer when they walk in the door, and if I can help them, I will find someone who can. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
15-10, the lead for the Wayne State Wildcats over the Augustana Vikings in this NSIC conference battle. Kaylin Devin, Quinn Otto joining you today on News Channel Nebraska. The Rice Auditorium is packed for the home opener.
That's one thing I really like about all NSIC teams. Their fans travel.
As this serve goes into the net, the third service error for Wayne State today. Hitting .391, but Augie hitting .283. Really good for Augustana.
Yeah, they're catching up from that 196 they hit in the first set. A lot better as another service error.
Quinn, you mentioned it in that first set. It starts a fire and nobody can shake it loose.
It's a contagion. I really don't know any other way to explain it.
That might have been a service error if it wasn't touched in that back row. Big block. Goes out, point, Vikings.
Yeah, that was a really good block attempt by the Wildcats. Excuse me. But just out of bounds, just over the line.
Reagan Jansen with the serve. That's a tough one. It's an ace for Jansen. Augustana gets one back.
Went into an odd spot there between Robles and Romano.
Jansen also leading the Vikings with 7 kills today. And that's another error. Make it 9 for Augustana.
Augustana is really trying to get Jansen and Wente in the game plan here, but they can't keep the consistency up with all these service errors. Excuse me.
Outside swing, Jansen. Oh my goodness, a lot of power on that one. Just managed to keep it in.
Like
point,
I said,
Augie.
That's the coffin corner. That's the one. It's the weak spot in the defense. It gets forgotten about the most.
Credit Lucy Belil. It's the second time that she's gone that direction. Romano near side tip shot. Robles, great sliding dig, gets back over the net. Fantastic effort by Hoig. Does that hit that back line? Point, Vikings.
Oh, wow. I thought it was right in front of it.
Just missed is the call, and Kneifel stays seated. So no challenge.
Kneifel, known for his calmness for the most part.
And that gets over the net for an ace. Barely, Gabby Jones.
That's a little sigh of relief here for the Vikings, as now they're only down by 1.
17-16 rally from Augustana. That's their second ace of the day today. Romano tries to hit it over and sends it into the net, and Coach Kneifel stands up from his seat to call a timeout as we are even at 17 in this second set of the match. Augustana trying to win it to send us into a third at 1-1. Plenty of set two coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
Three straight points for the Vikings as they have drawn even in our second set, 17 all between the Wildcats and the Vikings, and staying back beyond the line is Gabby Jones. Defensive specialist libero, again from Sioux Falls. Multiple Sioux Falls players, makes sense. Augustana being based there. Near side swing, that's blocked and just goes out.
That was a good effort by the Wildcat defense, but like he said, just out. And now Augustana's got the lead.
Lainey Cottle's been doing a really nice job setting up a block, but hasn't quite gotten them to fall like she's wanted today. Came into this match with 16 of them on the season. Tip shot, sliding dig by Hoig. It goes back over, and that block is there for the Wildcats. Cottle sets it up.
Cottle doing a good job getting that 5'11" frame up there to get the block.
Also credit Molly Romano. Romano with the serve. Near side swing. That finds it right in the gap. Sydney Timms.
Yeah, right there in that back corner. Split two Wildcats pretty easy. Good job there for the Vikings.
Wayne State led by as many as 5 this set and now trail 19-18. Service error will draw us even at 19. The 10th service error for Augustana today. Vikings just not quite able to get out of their own way. Back row attack. Nice dig by Romano. Set up, tip shot off the block, and out. Point Wildcats. They take the lead again. Maddie Camry.
We were talking earlier about how the Wildcats couldn't get the blocks to fall. There, Augustana doesn't.
Maddie Camry, 7 kills. She leads the team. 20-19 Wayne State. Nice job by Borner on the dig. Tries Camry again. Smoked. Her 8th kill, and Wayne State leads it by 2.
That was smoked. Frankie had no chance to really return it. She tried, but by the time it hit her, it was already gone.
It forces Jennifer Jacobs to call a quick timeout and see if the Vikings can regroup, but Wayne State retakes the lead 21-19. Set 2, this is News Channel Nebraska.
At TC Amish Home in Norfolk, we bring you the best in outdoor living.
And all in stock and custom ordered Amish-built, American-made Polylawn furniture is on sale.
Come see us at TC Amish Home to find the perfect lawn furniture for your home.
Quality, style, comfort. TC Amish Home, right next to Courtesy Ford and online at tcamishhome.com.
(21-19) Wayne State with the lead over Augustana. They had a 5-point lead, then the Vikings came back and retook the lead, Quinn, but now Cats back out in front by 2.
Yeah, this second set has been a battle. The momentum shifts have been going back and forth, back and forth.
Second set can always be one of the most crucial. It really sets you up for momentum, especially for the Cats and playing in front of their home crowd, as this one just gets away from Delaney Miller.
Miller's really wishing she could have that one back. She was set up really nice, but just couldn't execute.
Miller played at Ankeny Centennial in Iowa. Coming into this matchup, 81 kills. Doing very well again as a freshman. That gets through the block. Lainey Cottle.
Cottle really taking charge there.
She's doing a nice job. She's found a couple opportunities today. We've seen her go right into the block, finding its way through. Serve from Borner. It's a good one. Sets up Frankie near side. Good dig by Robles in the back row. Tip shot, Miller stays up. Free ball back over. Doesn't get the double touch, and now near side Miller again. Another good dig in the back row. That's Walker that time. Jansen, Doug Borner. Tip shot. Good volley. Mistimed the jump. Robles keeps it alive. Free ball back over. It does get there by Borner. Outside Jansen, tip shot. Cats have the attack. Miller just got it in. Gets the tip.
I didn't even notice the tip. I thought it went out the corner. What a great display of hustle from both sides. What a volley.
A huge point in this set. 23-20, Wayne State with the lead. Best volley today by far.
Really disappointing for Augustana, but there they get a point back.
Jansen, they do get the tip. 23-21. Second set, a race to 25. Tightening up with Sydney Timms to serve. Near side Miller again. We'll call a violation, I believe.
On number 8. Maya Wente.
Yeah, Maya Wente was the one who was credited with that. 24-21. Set point for the Wildcats. Just back over, and Augustana keeps playing in set 2.
There, you saw Reese Johnson trying to get the dig. Chandi Robles had an opportunity, just unable to make anything happen.
Clara Hoig through the middle. Tip shot, good dig by Frankie. Vikings still with it. Jansen off the tip, falls again. 24-23.
Augustana's not done yet. They're trying to claw back and get this second set.
Back-to-back points for Augie, and a timeout called by Kneifel and the Wildcats. We'll keep it here on News Channel Nebraska. Really tight matchup so far. Love the fight that Augustana has had in this set, Quinn. They're doing things really well. Besides those service errors, they can get out of their own way. This is a dangerous team. They're hitting .302 total.
Yeah, as we've seen throughout the whole match, as you've mentioned, those service errors are really their Achilles heel, but their hitting percentage has gone all the way up from 196, I believe you said, after the first set, to 302. Wildcats staying around at 323. Both have similar sets. It's just the Wildcats got one more of those service aces, and only 3 errors.
You got to imagine the Vikings were able to clean up some of those service errors. Gosh, they'd be right in. They would have been a little bit tighter in set 1, and they'd sure be tighter in set 2, and potentially would have that win. But obviously, it's hard to say because you have to play out the serve. Although that's just a free point either side. Still, set point for Wayne State. They lead 24-23. Hoig to serve. Crowd on their feet. This gets away from Borner. Might have to be a free ball, and it is. Cats are going to have to play good defense. Trying Jansen. She does it. Ties us up at 24.
Wow. We've been talking about the kills here, and there's just another really powerful one from one of the Viking arms.
Reagan Jansen has been the go-to attacker today. Wildcats not doing a good job on the serve receive. Trying Jansen again. Tip shot. Good dig. And back over. What a play by Chloe Haniel.
Haniel there. Heads up play. Really just dumping it over the net like that.
Faked out everybody in the Rice Auditorium.
And here
I didn't expect it.
I didn't either.
Tries the middle. Good dig by Borner. Here's the chance from Haniel. Through the block and down. The Wildcats survive a tough set two. They get the win 26-24. Back and forth, Quinn.
Wow. If you're Augustana, that one, you can't let your win be taken out of that one. You can't. The wind has to still be in your sails is what I'm trying to say. You were so close to taking that away from Wayne State, and you just kind of crumbled there just a little bit at the end, not able to get the block.
Really good first two sets. Wildcats go up 2-0 with one more potentially. That could end it for the Wildcats. Stick around because in just a moment, we're talking with Wayne State College's Megan Finn, Assistant Athletic Director, who will join us in just a moment. That is coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
He's there with me in the moment.
It is one of the best things I do every week.
Anyone can be a mentor. It comes back to you tenfold.
She got to meet me, I'm pretty cool.
I'm glad I have a mentor.
People actually care about me.
What you're going to receive is way more than you're going to give.
Once you get involved in teammates, you're kind of hooked.
It's the absolute best.
It gives me goosebumps right now talking about it.
That says it all. Be a mentor.
Join the team.
Be a mentor.
Kaylin Devin here with you on News Channel Nebraska as the Wayne State Wildcats hold a 2-set lead over the Augustana Vikings on this wonderful Tuesday night. And now time for our athletic director interview, this time assistant athletic director. We've got Megan Finn joining us today. Wayne State College, devoted to student success for more than 100 years. Megan, how are you?
Good. That second set was a little bit more of a roller coaster than I would have liked.
I was going to say.
We're still up 2-0 in the home open. Good crowd. Excited.
Yeah, you'll take the win any way that you can get it. But I know you came up the steps. You're like, okay, we got the lead. We should be okay here. And then Vikings came back and fought you there. But first of all, Megan, let me just ask you, what is it like working with Wayne State College?
It's amazing. This is actually my first career in college athletics. I'm a former commercial banker, and I'm so glad Wayne State took me in, and now I'm in my 7th year, and all we've done to make this place and improve. We have a president who believes in athletics, an athletic director who invests in us. It's a great place to be.
Every time I get to come up here to Wayne State College, it is just such a fun thing. You mentioned some of the things that, some of the renovations. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys have going on. A big project. You guys raised a lot of money and got some projects done. Do you want to talk about that, Megan?
Yeah. So we're in the last part of finishing the first two phases of the athletic and recreation complex project. Over $30 million in investments. And just really excited about what it means for not only our Division II athletics, but our student body. We were able to add the Wildcat Dome, which is the only 300-meter indoor track in the state of Nebraska right now.
Wow.
Over 90 yards of turf. We were able to increase our cardio and strength area for our general student body by 3 times. It's been an amazing project, and now we're moving into phase 3, which is a complete renovation of Rice Auditorium lobby, which the facility that we're in today.
Which is amazing. You guys are doing so much to it. That's going to be awesome. I mean, we came in here and we're looking around. We're like, oh, that door's not there anymore. What? There's things that are changing, which is so cool. But what are some other important initiatives for which you guys are fundraising?
So we're going to move into phase 3, which will always be a priority. The other always top priority is scholarships for our student athletes. So we want to be able to invest resources and give our coaches what they need to recruit top athletes and compete in one of the top Division II conferences in the Northern Sun. As you can see tonight, there's no days off.
Right. Truly is one of the best programs to be a part of in all of D2.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Megan Finn, thank you so much for joining us today, Assistant Athletic Director. You guys are doing so much for Wayne State College. We're happy to have you on today, Megan.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
me.
All righty, News Channel Nebraska. We're so excited to be here with you today as we're getting this third set underway as Quinn will be joining us back again. 2-0. Wildcats with the lead. Again, a big thanks to Megan Finn, our Assistant Athletic Director for Wayne State College. They've done so much remodeling here at WSC.
They have. I'm kind of sad I missed the bubble. It was completed after I graduated, of course, and I never got to use it.
That is it's the classic college student phrase. Why couldn't that have been here when I went here?
Exactly.
What's the deal? There's always so much changing, and unfortunately, not everybody can have that cool stuff.
Yeah, we can't win everything.
But hey, now the future Wayne State Wildcats will get some of those really cool amenities, which is amazing. And Wildcats start off with a 1-point lead after the attack error, set 3. 25-15, 26-24, as this one gets through, and it's a kill or rather a point for Augustana.
Jansen there able to get the point, fighting through that Wildcat block.
Reagan Jansen has been everywhere for the Vikings today.
Very much indeed. You mentioned Wente, but Jansen's really taking control as Wildcats get a kill there.
Chloe Haniel steps through the middle. She's one of those players that picks and chooses whenever she wants to attack. Might not be one of those players who will rack up 10, 15, 20 kills a game, but her percentage is always so high.
Very decisive, very clutch.
Outside again, swing blocked, and that's a big one for Augie. Vikings able to get one back, set up nicely by Kaya Frankie.
That was a really good block for Augustana, stopping Robles there right in her tracks.
Chloe Haniel for Wayne State. She's hitting 800 today. 8 out of 10 attacks.
That's crazy. And Wildcats get another point here as that one goes past the far corner.
Take a look at some team stats once again. Augie has dropped down to 294. Still really good from that first set where they were just under 200. Really improved in that area. A joust back up to the Vikings. That's blocked and goes out.
We saw that a bit in the second set. Wildcats getting there for the block, just not able to get it to fall in bounds.
Ties us up at 3 apiece in our third set. Outside looking Robles. She puts it through the middle and a good sliding dig, but can't quite keep it alive as Robles finds a kill.
Yeah, a bit of a collision there, between Jansen and Jones. Probably played into the failed dig there a bit, but still good effort by Jansen, once again saying her name.
Cats have the 4-3 lead on a serve-receive error. It's an ace for Molly Romano. Wayne State nationally ranked for the 19th consecutive season. We talked about the 21 years that Scott Kneifel has had and how successful he's been. Being ranked in the top 25 for 19 years, that is an incredible feat.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of competition up there, especially in the conference, as the Wildcats face another rated team after Augustana and Minnesota Duluth.
A lot of loaded competition in the NSIC. We're talking about an Augustana team that is 7-3 in the NSIC. They're playing well today, but they're not playing perfectly. And when it comes to a team like Wayne State, you need to bring up that level just a little bit. But I really like the Vikings and NSIC conference play. If they could just clean up a couple things, Quinn, this is going to be a really tough team to play against.
Yeah, they've been dangerous every other year, it seems. They give Wayne State troubles, and they get another score there. Augustana does have the pieces on this roster to compete pretty well with the conference.
Lucy Belil picks up the kill. And, of course, as all of that being said, this match by no means over. 6-4 right now in set 3, the lead for Wayne State. But find some momentum. If the Aggies can come back and win this set, they'll be in prime position to keep some momentum.
Momentum is definitely the key word here.
That's a big block. Trying for Robles again off the pass from Romano. Nice dig. Frankie's been everywhere defensively today. That shot falls. Outside swing. Lucy Belil.
Romano there trying to get the dig, just unable to contain it.
6-5 the score. Third set. Wayne State with a 1-point lead. Romano tries outside. Robles off the block. Frankie is there. Now a pass from Jones. Tip shot by Belil. Stays alive. Augie with another attack. Romano's there. Looking for Robles. Good volley. Who can take the edge? And the Vikings can take the edge. Brooke Behrens picks up her another kill for her.
Augie seems to have really figured out defensively how to stop Shanati Robles. They have stopped her twice in just that volley.
You wonder if the Wildcats will try to go toward the middle a little bit more often. They're continuing to bottle up the attack from Robles. That's through the block and down.
Augustana's got the lead again. We saw last set it kept going back and forth, except towards the end, It started to trail away here, but the Vikings might take this one. It's still early.
It's been all Lucy Belil and Brooke Behrens this set, and another point for the Vikings. Service ace. Give that one to Kaya Frankie. And another ace for Frankie. Delivers a stinger right over the net.
And I think that might be Augie's biggest lead of the game.
It is 9-6 the lead for the Vikings. Set 3, Augustana's got the momentum. And Kneifel calls a timeout. We're back with more of set 3 on News Channel Nebraska.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with creating community connections that are just as trusted and reliable as the electricity we provide. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
(9-6) Augustana with the lead over Wayne State in set number 3. The Cats took the first two, 25-15, 26-24. After that 10-point opening set victory, it has been Augustana who's really nipping at the heels of Wayne State.
Yeah, after that first set, they really came out with a fire, and it's showing now. They've taken the lead here in the third.
Tried to go through the middle, and it's a kill on the outside for Brooke Behrens.
Once again, Behrens, another name that you've been saying this whole set.
Not going away quietly after dropping the first two sets. Augustana showing fight like no other, and another ace. The third for Kaya Frankie.
That was perfect placement by Frankie right at the free throw line there. Just inside, had the Wildcats fooled.
Largest lead of the entire match for Augustana with 5, and there's a big swing, an angry attack by Delaney Miller.
And you see what the Wildcats did there? They adjusted the offense. They put Miller where Robles was, moved Robles on the inside, and it worked.
11-7, Robles with the serve. She's got 2 aces today. We'll try to keep her back there for a while, but not now. There's a big attack on the near side, Lucy Belil.
Looked like Romano was going for a dig, but misread the ball a bit as it went over her shoulder.
Trading attack says Augustana leading Wayne State 12-7 in set 3. Sweep not coming easy for Wayne State. A lot of work to do if they want a chance at it. Dump from Frankie, it falls. Everything going the way of the Vikings.
That was a good job there by Frankie. She saw, that Borner, Wayne State's libero, was hustling back and just dropped it right in front of her.
13-7. Vikings with the lead. Miller gets blocked. Keeps it back up. And down. It's a kill. Maddie Camry trying to get her more involved. She's been a little quiet the last set.
And the Wildcats could definitely use more of those, as Augustana kind of just ran out of space to hit the ball there.
Served by Borner.
Nice
Side
block.
Swing. Unbelievable. Big brick wall. Tries the outside again. Blocked again.
Wow. The Wildcats put up a great block there. Augustana gets a great dig to return. And then it's just another wonderful block there by the Wildcats.
Miller and Haniel set up the block. 13-9. Cats trying to go on a run, and they might after a bit of a mistake on the receive. It's Shanity Robles, or rather Anna Borner.
That there was just a little defensive miscommunication,
Borner with the serve. Through the middle, and that's down. Big cannon, Sydney Timms through the middle.
Timms does indeed have a cannon. That ball went about probably faster than I could run.
I'd like to see you outrace a volleyball.
I don't know if it could get 100 meters faster than 14 and a half seconds.
There's a good block through the middle, continuing to block this attack. Vikings try again. That gets through, but Wayne State will have an opportunity. Miller pushes it over. Not the best attack. Trying far side again. It's close to going out. Good volley. Miscommunication, and Maddie Camry's got the kill.
Wow. Once again, Augustana doing pretty good on both sides of the ball. Offensively getting it over, dealing with those Wildcat blocks, and just unable to get that final block there.
Tries near side, blocked again! Romano and Haniel combined for the rejection.
It's like a steel wall. Wow, that was quite the block there.
14-12, Augustana with a 2-point lead now over Wayne State. They led by as many as 5 in this set. Swing goes off the hand of Wente.
Yeah, Wente, one of Augie's star players there, kind of just mis-executes there, hit off the side of her hand.
Jen Jacobs calls a timeout, trying to regroup as the Augies maintain a slight lead, 14-13 in set 3. They trail 2-0 to the Wildcats on the night. We're back next on NCN.
It's not about the hours, it's not about the acres, it's about the legacy passed from one generation to the next. At Madison County Bank, we see your farming operation as a legacy, as a successful business, as a crucial part of the world's well-being. For over 130 years, Madison County Bank has stood beside farmers and ranchers in northeast Nebraska. We have been and will always be here to help you grow. Madison County Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
(14-13) as the students attending their first matchup of this season at the Rice Auditorium. It's good to be home for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it's nice to see some of the other athletic teams supporting the volleyball team here. Saw some softball players earlier.
Got some softball, we got baseball, we got a couple hoopers in the gym today. It's a good day to be a Wildcat, checking out these amazing facilities. 14-13 as Reese Johnson will serve for the Cats. Outside slides, still up, and that time falls.
Romano had the effort there, and Johnson trying to back her up, just not quick enough.
Really good point out of the timeout from Jen Jacobs. That's one that you had to have.
Definitely.
Stops the run. Vikings lead at 15-13. Romano looks outside. Camry with a cannon. Still
Nice
up.
dig.
Joust. Won by Wayne State.
That's always got to be rough. You saw Gabby Jones there, number 10 for Augustana, with a nice dig. And then the block just falls on Augustana's side there, point Wildcats. Kind of heartbreaking, but they get it back there with a service error.
Jones just standing right in the firing zone of Maddie Camry. 16-14. Augie leads by 2 after the service error. Not the best time to have a service error for either side.
Nice dig there.
Somehow stays alive for the Wildcats. Now a free ball over the net. Through the middle, it's Haniel. Finds the corner!
Yeah, that's, once again, that coffin corner placement right inside that yellow line there. Just really good placement there by the Wildcats.
Haniel hitting .750 today. 16-15, nice dig. Gets back over the net. Frankie is there. Near side, and it goes off the hand awkwardly from Belil. We're tied up at 16.
Yeah, Belil there. Looked like she just kind of mistimed the jump a little bit and hit it a little awkwardly right into the net. And service error.
Another one for Wayne State. That's twice this set. Just their 5th of the day, but crucial service errors back-to-back for the Wildcats.
Especially in the third set like this.
Trying to come back and see if they can get this sweep to end it. They don't want to have a fourth as Robles finds the near side, the far side line. Draw it up at 17 once more.
Yeah, heading deeper into conference play, it's games like these where you want to win. The early season games, you want to get those sweeps early on. If you can, of course. Every game's tough here in this conference.
From the middle, big block. Now up top, it's Cottle. Trying through the middle again. Good dig from Borner. Near side, and it's another one for Miller. Delaney Miller delivers. Gives the Cats the lead.
Yeah, that one, once again, just hard to handle there for the Vikings. Bouncing way to the stage.
18-17, Wayne State leading in set 3. They got sets 1 and 2, 25-15, 26-24, and they trailed at one point 12-7 in this set. Augustana still with life off the block. Camry keeps it up. Robles will drop over the free ball. Not a lot on it. Looking near side in the face of Camry, but she's credited with the dig. And another one, Camry, all over the place.
And another dig there.
Four
Full
of them.
teams.
And just missing Robles.
That's another heartbreaking volley there. This time for the Wildcats, they put so much effort into keeping it alive and ended up throwing it out of bounds there at the end.
Camry averaging 2.76 digs per set. She's just got 4 of them on that one volley.
Quite the hustle.
Outside Miller, good dig, stepping in front of the line, Gabby Jones. 18 all in set 3. That's blocked, it's still up. Everything out on the line in set number 3. Batted over, Camry back row. Robles tries again. Robles gets the kill. 19-18 Wildcats.
For a while there during that last volley right there, it seemed like both teams were in mid-season form pretty much. They were doing pretty good, going back and forth. Wildcats once again coming out with the point there. A crucial point.
Just skims over the top of the net. Blocked. Still up.
Nice hustle there by the Vikings. And a good block.
Cottle gets denied. Miller on the outside. Jones, or rather that is Walker. Walker again. Still up. And touched net. I believe we'll get a net violation.
And that is indeed the call. I missed the number, though.
I think, I'm not quite sure. We'll see what we get here. 19-19.
Nice dig by Borner.
Oh, and that just set it away. Romano tried to keep it up.
Sometimes, I don't know how much volleyball you played, but personally, it was always hard to control some of those underhand hits like that.
Yeah, I'm never very good at those, especially when you just try to punch it away.
Yeah. Lot of technique between these two teams.
Outside swing. Goes back over the net after the phenomenal dig. Batted back over. Point Vikings.
That was a really nice job there by Behrens. I don't know if any of you watching heard me take that little breath right before the block, but that was beauty.
It's Kneifel, and then the attack, 21-19, Augustana. Kneifel calls the timeout. Set 3. This is News Channel Nebraska.
At Faith Regional Health Services, we know that welcoming a baby is one of life's most meaningful moments. Our supportive, experienced team delivers more than babies. We deliver safe practices, education, and customized birth plans. Whether it's your first child or your fourth, you deserve expert care in a private space that feels calm, warm, and prepared. Faith Regional Health Services. Expert hands for your exceptional beginning.
Command the road with confidence in the 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With advanced towing tech, available hands-free driving assistance, and a bold design. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in-store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
21-19, Augustana with the lead over Wayne State in set 3. Sets 1 and 2 went to the Cats. They're trying to grab the sweep, but right now, Vikings are playing out of their mind to stay alive. That time, a point for the Cats after the block goes out. Delaney Miller credited with the kill.
That was a really, really good job there for Augustana. Once again, coming out of the, Wayne State coming out of the timeout to get the point.
Nice pass to the outside, gets back over, down, and the Wildcats tie it.
Get 2 real quick here out of the timeout. That's what the Wildcats wanted. We've got an even score here in the final set. Wildcats looking to come back and take this one. Augustana, of course, trying to stay alive.
Blocked by Miller and Haniel. Back over the net and dunks it down. Chloe Haniel, and the lead goes to the Cats.
Now there again, a little lapse in judgment by Frankie. It was right in front of her. She could have just hit it over, but I think she saw one of her teammates coming in and just kind of let it fall there.
And that's where that communication is such a big factor, especially in the late stages of a game like this, of where you need this match to stay alive. You need this set to stay alive in the match. Now trailing 22-21. I just got to credit Augie, though. They've been playing incredibly well. Their hitting percentage has dropped, but on the other hand, so is Wayne State's. Cats are up to 295, and the Vikings are down to 236.
Yeah, and if you look there, Augie's leading in service aces with 6, but once again, those service errors and the little lapses every now and then, specifically on defense, are really hindering them right now because they were up 12-7 in this set.
And to be fair for the Vikings, they have only had 1 service error this set, which is much better than the first two.
Better, yes. Very cleaner on that aspect.
As we check back in, set number 3, 22-21, Wayne State leading Augustana. 4 points would win them this set, rather 3 if they can hang on and maintain a slight lead over these stingy Vikings. Really nice receive to keep it up, and a block. Molly Romano, I believe, actually Maddie Camry, the one with the block.
Yeah, and you can just feel the energy in Rice Auditorium right now. That was the momentum shift that the Wildcats needed.
Cleaning up a little bit of sweat down there. All the perspiration dripping off from these two teams.
A lot of hard work out there on the court right now. Almost a service error.
Now from the back row, dug by Robles. Romano tries outside. That's denied! Stepping up, Sydney Timms.
There we go again with the momentum shifts. We'll see if Augie can go on a little bit of a run here.
23-22. Barron's also credited on the block.
Got another little wet spot to mop up.
Just cleaning up all the slippages that we're seeing today.
Very important.
And there's a service error. We talked about it being big, and at the worst possible time it happens for the Vikings.
Is that an announcer's jinx?
Okay, well, I don't know. It wasn't like back-to-back. It was close.
True.
It was close. We'll have to watch the replay on that one. The serve to win it, 24-22. Goes back over and denied! Chloe Haniel ends it in a sweep for the Cats.
What a fitting way to end the game for Chloe Haniel. You've said her name throughout the whole match. She's done a great job both sides of the ball. It's just fitting she gets the final kill for the Wildcats.
Fantastic finish in this one. What a game. And we're so happy that you were able to join us today on News Channel Nebraska. Final score 25-15, 26-24, 25-22. The win for the Wayne State Wildcats as they get it done in straight sets. Stick around because we will have our post-game interview with head coach Scott Kneifel and our player of the match. Join us in just a moment. We'll have that coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear,
I got this.
From students pursuing their careers in nursing.
I got this.
Or in our business and industrial technology programs.
I got this.
Or in NCAA athletics.
You got this.
And especially at graduation.
I got this.
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
I'm so doing this.
Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
It all starts at Big Red.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear,
I got this.
From students pursuing their careers in nursing.
I got this.
Or in our business and industrial technology programs.
I got this.
Or in NCAA athletics.
You got this.
And especially at graduation.
I got this.
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
I'm so doing this.
Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
He's there with me in the moment.
It is one of the best things I do every week.
Anyone can be a mentor. It comes back to you tenfold.
She got to meet me, I'm pretty cool.
I'm glad I have a mentor.
People actually care about me.
What you're going to receive is way more than you're going to give.
Once you get involved in teammates, you're kind of hooked.
It's the absolute best.
It gives me goosebumps right now talking about it.
That says it all. Be a mentor.
Join the team.
Be a mentor.
Command the road with confidence in the 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With advanced towing tech, available hands-free driving assistance, and a bold design. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in-store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
Team that understands what you need, there's one place to go. Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill. Name brand ATVs, side-by-sides, and high-performance machines built for work, made for play. And the service doesn't stop at the sale. Big Red Motorsports delivers, literally. Free delivery with your purchase. It's all here in O'Neill. Big Red Motorsports. Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The HEI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Bryce, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruki. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
Believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Visit Wayne State College and you're likely to hear
I got this.
from students pursuing their careers in nursing.
I got this.
Or in our business and industrial technology programs.
I got this.
Or in NCAA athletics.
You got this.
And especially at graduation.
I got this.
With 130 programs of study, manageable costs, and automatic scholarships for all first-time freshmen, you'll be saying,
I'm so doing this.
Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
The postgame show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCO.com.
Whether you're rolling up in a semi, pulling a horse trailer, heading to the lake with your boat,
or just cruising in a car or motorcycle, Speedy Mart is your stop. Fuel up fast, grab your favorite snacks, stretch out with plenty of parking, and step inside for a roomy store and friendly faces. And hey, teams love it before and after the game. Speedy Mart convenience stores, fueled for every road.
News Channel of Nebraska, joined by the winning head coach for the Wayne State Wildcats, Scott Kneifel. Coach, take me through the opening set playing Augustana. You guys started off strong and didn't look back.
Yeah, I mean, it was our first home match of the year. There were some nerves out there for both teams. I thought we came out strong, played extremely well, served extremely aggressive in the first set, got them out of system and out of whack a little bit. They did fight back, though, and hats off to them. I think that it was a little unconventional, some of the stuff that was going on out there, and I think it caught us on our heels a little bit. But, our troops regrouped and came back and fought and won, so it's a good win.
Well, after taking that 25-15 first set win, the second set was a little tighter. You got it done, but 26-24. What happened in set number 2?
Yeah, I mean, they started picking it up. They started passing the ball in system and having 3 options. And when they have 3 options, they're good, just like any college team in the country. They have a nice setter who's super athletic, and she was distributing the ball well. They were getting some open swings on the net, and we made some big plays at the end to fight back and luckily win that set.
And take me through the third set, too. You guys fell down by 5, 12-7 at one point. You called timeout. You battled back. What was that like? What did you tell the team?
Yeah, I think just stay checked in on every point. We worry about the score too much. We're an extremely young team. I mean, we're starting, like I said, we're starting 2 freshmen and 3 sophomores out there. We're extremely young. So some of this is new to them. I mean, we're only playing 2 players that played off last year's team. So, I mean, it's definitely a new environment for them, but I'm really proud of the start that they've had. We've had a phenomenal preseason, and we're taking that right into the conference.
Yeah, that's a great segue. Tell me about that. You lost 3 incredible players that, I looked at, Bramer, Beller, and Kusler, but now you have a lot of young stars who are playing really well for you. 9-2 to start the season?
Yeah, we'll take it, especially playing the competition that we played. I think we played 4 ranked teams so far, so we beat the number 3 ranked team in the country already this year. A huge win for us in our program, but just to give this young group some confidence. It's a big boost for them.
Well, tell me about the sophomore, Chloe Haniel.
Yeah, Chloe's phenomenal. I mean, she's an incredible athlete, recruiting her out of Clarkson Lee, Nebraska, and, we always knew that she was special. And last year, she got some time on the right side a little bit. She was just playing behind 2 All-Americans, and, that's not easy to crack that lineup. But this year, she's showing what she's got, and she's out there, and, she plays with a lot of joy. She has a lot of fun out there, and she's super competitive, and that's what we love about her.
Well, what does a win for this, a win tonight mean for you guys going forward?
That's a great win. Get this first one here at home out of the way, and we have a big weekend coming up. We have Minnesota Duluth, who, they're ranked, in the top 15 in the country as well. But Bemidji State coming in here, everybody was going to give us our best shot. That's for sure. After the last couple of years, they won a piece of Wayne State. But, I'm just really proud of this young group and how they're handling that situation.
Head coach Scott Kneifel of the Wayne State Wildcats getting the win tonight in 3 sets, get it done with the sweep. So let's bring on Chloe Haniel. Coach, thanks so much. Chloe, well, hey, great game tonight. How are you feeling?
Good. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
So what's it like for you to play in your home state and grew up in Clarkson Lee, was a dominant player there, and then get to come up and play college volleyball at a premier school like Wayne State?
It's always been a dream. Ever since I was a little girl, I dreamed about playing college ball, and so now that I'm living that in that moment and have that opportunity, I just make the most of it. At Clarkson Lee, obviously, I had those girls, and they were some of my best friends, but I knew once I came here that it was going to be the same thing. It was just going to be a whole nother crew, and I couldn't be more thankful for it, honestly.
Well, tell me a little bit about playing with so many local players. You have so many Nebraska stars on this team. It's like a homegrown squad out of Wayne, America. Do you guys ever talk about your high school days at all?
We do, yeah. I actually used to play a few of the girls on the team now, and so it's just fun to see how much we've all grown and how close we've all become. It's kind of hard when you're from different high schools and you play each other. You're kind of like, you don't know what to think about each other, but now that you play with them, it's like they're just some of your best friends, and you would never expect that.
Well, tell me about the game tonight. You get it done in straight sets, although it wasn't easy after that first set. Second sets 2 and 3 were a little tight. You had to come from behind in the third set. What was the mentality there?
I think we started off, we were confident, we were going for everything, and then we kind of took a step back just because that first set was a big gap. But I think think we still played together. That second and third set, although it was a lot closer, we came together and we played as a team, and we just leaned on each other. And I think that's super important. And what this team is really good at is leaning on each other and trusting each other.
So you hit just over 750 tonight. You've got one of the best hitting percentages in the country. When do you pick and choose when to make that attack?
If the ball's there, it's there, and I go for it. But I always trust Molly. I can always put my trust in Molly, and I know if I ask her, hey, can you put it here? Can you get me here? She always will, and she's always so understanding and there for me, even when I am struggling, because it's not always that 750 or whatever, how many kills. So I just have to put my trust in my teammates, and communicate with them is super important.
Coach Kneifel was telling us it's pretty difficult for you to play under two All-Americans your freshman year. Now stepping into the limelight and trusting on your team now, what is that like?
Maggie and Taya set the best example possible. They showed me how we play Wayne State volleyball, and so I think having them and stepping into their shoes kind of, it helped me to just know what to expect, what to do, what Coach Kneifel expects, and so they just set a great example, and now I know what he expects of us and what we expect from each other.
Last thing for you tonight, Chloe. Tell me about the road ahead. What is a win like this, your home opening win against a conference opponent, what does this mean for you guys?
We just have to carry it over and learn from the things that we did struggle with and keep doing the things that went well for us. I thought a lot of things went well, and so we just need to keep carrying those over and being confident in what we do. Yeah, and even the things that didn't go well, work on them in practice next week, or this coming up few days, whatever it is, and just carry it over.
It's a short road for you guys. You guys got game after game. 11 kills, 4 blocks tonight for Chloe Honiel. A tremendous night, and more importantly, the victory for Wayne State. Chloe, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, we're got your top plays coming up next on News Channel Nebraska with the sweep for Wayne State over Augustana. Stick around because that is coming up next on NCN.
My name is Glenda Knightsky, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. 36 years ago, Fred hired me in Hoskins. Over the years, there's been a lot of great changes. Now I get to work with his sons, Jarvis and Aaron. I'm a customer engagement specialist. I'm there to greet the customer when they walk in the door, and if I can help them, I will find someone who can. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
At TC Amish Home in Norfolk, we bring you the best in outdoor living.
And all in stock and custom ordered Amish-built, American-made Polylawn furniture is on sale.
Come see us at TC Amish Home to find the perfect lawn furniture for your home.
Quality, style, comfort. TC Amish Home, right next to Courtesy Ford and online at tcamishhome.com.
He's there with me in the moment.
It is one of the best things I do every week.
Anyone can be a mentor. It comes back to you tenfold.
She got to meet me, you know, I'm pretty cool.
I'm glad I have a mentor.
People actually care about me.
What you're going to receive is way more than you're going to give.
Once you get involved in teammates, you're kind of hooked.
It's the absolute best.
It gives me goosebumps right now talking about it.
That says it all. Be a mentor.
Join the team.
Be a mentor.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And, like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with creating community connections that are just as trusted and reliable as the electricity we provide. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
It's not about the hours, it's not about the acres, it's about the legacy passed from one generation to the next. At Madison County Bank, we see your farming operation as a legacy, as a successful business, as a crucial part of the world's well-being. For over 130 years, Madison County Bank has stood beside farmers and ranchers in northeast Nebraska. We have been and will always be here to help you grow. Madison County Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's a sweep for the Wildcats. They get it done 25-15, 26-24, and 25-22 over the Augustana Vikings. Thanks for joining us on News Channel Nebraska here tonight. Tremendous home opener at the Rice Auditorium. Well, we are going to get you to our top plays right now and take you through what were some of the best matchups and some of the best plays from the day today. Wayne State and Augustana in an NSIC battle. These two teams are always tough when they come to play each other on the court. Wildcats have won the last 3 over the Vikings. The last time Augustana was able to get a win over these guys was back in 2022, and that was in the NSIC quarterfinals of the tournament. Well, a 16-7 lead here for Wayne State. They just continue to find point after point. Here's the attack from the outside. A really nice dig, but it was a really nice job by Maddie Camry to get that one up and able to find the kill. We go back to the outside again. Shanity Robles able to pick up one. She had 11 kills today, was one of the strong players for the Wildcats here this afternoon. Wayne State takes that first set, now leading 5-1 in set number 2. There's a big block on the outside. Maddie Camry again setting one up on the outside. Now here's a look from the Augies right there. That is Maya Wente, one of the players we wanted to watch today, someone who has a lot of opportunity to get up and make some big plays. You look here after the set, looking to the outside, Wildcats finding the swing, and that time it was Delaney Miller, one of the freshmen, one of the young players. We talked to Scott Kneifel. He was telling us how young this team is for Wayne State. So talented, and they got a lot of opportunities to improve still. That's just off the hands and falls down for a kill. Lucy Belil. This was a strong team. Her, along with Reagan Jansen, had a big performance tonight for Augustana. They fought hard in that second set. Look at the score now, 25-24. Big swing through the middle. Chloe Haniel, 11 kills tonight. She tied for the team lead, and as a sophomore playing under 2 All-Americans as a freshman a year ago, really stepping up into the limelight, makes the big plays. The Wildcats take those first 2 sets and now lead it 2-0. 3-3 is the score as we go into set number 3. This is where things changed a little bit as Augustana gets another ace. There was 3 of them right in a row from Kaya Frankie. Took the lead, and they continued to find every opportunity on the hitting side of things as they could. There was a kill that you just saw from Lucy Belil. Wildcats were trailing by 5 at one point in this set, but managed to come right back and take the lead. Shanity Robles finds the kill. Wildcats go up front 19-18, clawing their way back. Here's a tip shot that got blocked. Really nice effort by Augustana. That time it was Maya Wente setting up the block. Now 21-21 in set number 3. Wildcats get a little dunk through the middle. Chloe Haniel yet again playing the middle hitter position incredibly well. And finishing it off, Chloe Haniel spikes it on down, gets the kill. Ended with 11 on the day. And the victory for the Wayne State Wildcats over the Augustana Vikings. They get it done one more time, 25-15, 26-24, and 25-22. I want to thank you again so much for joining us on News Channel Nebraska today. For Quinn Otto, who joined me in the booth, to Danny, Connor, and Paul running the show with us, as well as all of our incredible camera workers today. We thank you for joining us on NCN, and we will see you later this week for some more action. We got football on Thursday and Friday. We've also got some more football on Saturday and getting into another Wayne State matchup next Tuesday. So join us for all of those matchups and more right here on News Channel Nebraska.
We now join regular programming on News Channel Nebraska. This is Nebraska. It's beautiful and vast, dotted with hardworking rural